Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Jayaprakash Patil. As some of my friends who are in primary care have requested me to prepare these small talks on common ailments in gynecology, this is my first attempt, which is most common, that is white discharge per vaginum. This talk will not be complete as I want to make it very concise and easy reckoner for the primary caregivers. Whereas you are advised to refer the standard textbooks for more details. As I said, white discharge PV is the most common reason for OPD visit. About 30-35% of women will complain of white discharge per vaginum, and most of the time it is attended by primary physicians or general physicians. We cannot just ignore white discharge per vaginum because most of the time women are really distressed and maybe thinking that they have a bigger disease. And luckily, majority of the times it is very physiological and benign. And when I say it is overtreated, it may just be abuse of antibiotics and other drugs, or sometimes even an absolutely unindicated hysterectomy. So it is very prudent that a primary caregiver, a family physician, should know what kind of white discharge PV it is and when to refer and when to seek opinion. And it is also an opportunity to identify serious conditions like malignancy and some predisposing factors like diabetes mellitus or HIV. So most of the time when I say physiological discharge, it may be either premenstrual, postmenstrual, sexual arousal, stress, or pregnancy can lead to white discharge PV. Ectropion and erosion, they are actually very benign, but sometimes it is misread as pathological. What is the nature of physiological discharge? It will usually be watery or mucoid and it is non-odorous. It will not be associated with perineal itching or burning sensation. There will not be dyspareunia and usually it doesn't stain the pads. Whereas pathological discharge usually is copious, it stains the undergarments, it may be foul smelling, it may be associated with itching or excoriation, it may be associated with other symptoms like dyspareunia, pain in the vulva, etc. We all should do per speculum examination, and I urge family physicians and general physicians to learn to do per speculum examination. It's very simple and it's not a rocket science at all. You just have to examine the perineum. In case of white discharge baby, pathological white discharge baby, you may notice there is a excoriation. You have to see the what kind of color it is it foul smelling, and whether it is a small in amount or it's copious. And you may see strawberry spots, which is typical of Trichomonas vaginalis, and there may be signs of inflammation. Common conditions I'll be addressing. I'll not be going into the rare conditions. Candidiasis, usually patient presents with intense itching and it may be associated with dysuria. The amount is not very copious. Sometimes patient will not even know that she has a white discharge. Only thing is she has come with itching, perineal itching. The discharge, when you put a speculum, you will see that it's a curdy and it's like a cheesy, non-odorous discharge, and it is usually acidic pH. Predisposing factors usually are associated like diabetes, HIV, or sometimes husband may be diabetic or HIV, and pregnancy as the immunological response has gone down. Hot moisture, occlusive clothing can also lead to candidiasis. Treatment is simple, either vaginal or oral imidazoles like fluconazole or itraconazole can be used. And recurrence is pretty common. Sometimes it is better to treat both the partners and also screen both the partners for any conditions. Trichomoniasis, usually copious, it will be associated with copious discharge. and the discharge is yellowish green, and usually you will have it will be frothy and it will be foul smelling, and usually it is associated with dyspareunia, dysuria, and itching. And when you examine, you will see that there are strawberry spots, which are basically punctate hemorrhages. And the treatment is simple: metronidazole for 5 to 7 days, and it is better to treat both the partners. This is how it will look like. You can see the strawberry spots. Now, the bacterial vaginosis. Bacterial vaginosis is non-sexually transmitted, and actually it is not an infection. It is just a alteration of the flora of vagina, and usually bacterial vaginosis may be because of stress, or some associated uh, problem. So, or abuse of antibiotics rather, for that matter. So usually it will have a fishy odor, and you will not see signs of inflammation, and treatment will be with metronidazole and you should also give the probiotics. So pre and probiotics will help a lot and improve the nutrition and her overall outlook. Atrophic vaginitis, usually because of lack of estrogen, and it will be associated with urogenital symptoms like urgency, dysuria, or other things. And vagina will look pale because lack of rugosity, because there is no estrogen. And treatment would include local estrogen gel application. You should advise them for 3 to 6 months, or sometimes even longer time, and vaginal lubricants if they have dyspareunia. So sometimes you may have mixed infections which will have a varied presentation, like sometimes it may be itching, maybe there, may not be there, etc., etc. And we have to treat accordingly. Whether if this is associated with fungal and bacterial infection, you have to treat the both. And this is the summary. I don't want to go into the details of the summary because it will take a lot of time, but I urge you to go through this slide rather. Some of the tips I would give: whenever patient comes with repeated white discharge PV, you should counsel them about safe and stable sexual relationships, and probably for using a barrier method like condoms for some time till both the partners are treated. And we have to improve the general conditions, treating anemia, supplementation with multivitamins and proteins, very important. When women are very, very distressed, even a mild antidepressant may help. And one thing which I have noted is putting the curds in the vagina. The water which is settled over the curds contains highest level of lactobacillus. So you just encourage the women to have the curds in the vagina every day for 3 to 6 months. Most of this white discharge PV usually disappears because lactobacillus has a natural immunological response against the pathogens. So if you have any feedback or any queries, please do WhatsApp me on this number. I will try to respond during the working hours. And you may all, if you want any topics to be covered, please WhatsApp me on this number. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Jayaprakash Patil, so that you can get the regular updates. I will be trying to doing many more talks like